Hey guys, my name's Adam if this is your first time here, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to try something out that I've been thinking about doing for a while. I'm not sure how often I'm going to do this. If people seem to like it, I'm sure that I'll do it more. If not, I probably will still do it. Basically, I'm going to start reviewing wrestling matches. Since I did do a little bit of wrestling training, I have actually gotten to wrestle in front of a few people. I feel like I've got a bit of knowledge as far as that goes. The first one I'm going to start with is pretty easy. It's Bret Hart versus Owen Hart at WrestleMania 10. The reason I picked this is really it's one of my favorite matches, so you can expect a pretty good review here today. I also do have to say that I do have a bit of a sentimental reason for choosing this. When I was a little younger, I remember hearing, a lot of people say stuff like, I wish I could have been born in this decade or that decade to see, the Beatles perform at their peak or whatever, and I wondered why I never had such a regret, or fantasy regret, I guess, is what you'd call it, I don't know. And I thought a little while about it, and I thought, well, I kind of had my, my Beatles at their prime experience when I saw Bret and Owen wrestle during the sort of fallout of WrestleMania 10 in my hometown at Memorial Gardens. I thought that was very cool. I got to see my Beatles in their prime, and it was Bret Hart against Owen when I was about 9 or 10 years old. It was a very cool moment for me. I loved it. Anyway, on to this match. To me, this match is, it's basically a situation where you have two guys that couldn't be more similar. You've got guys that are genetically identical. Bret and Owen, they're brothers. They couldn't be any more similar. And they have the exact same training. They were trained by their father, Stu, in the same environment out in Calgary. They both came out of Stampede Pro Wrestling. It's two guys that they couldn't be any closer. The main difference to me, though, is that Owen is a little bit willing to risk. And Bret, on the other hand, he's learned not to take risks. He's the seasoned veteran. He only takes sort of calculated risks, and that comes into play towards the end because the moment that this match turns around is, firstly, the moment it turns around is when Bret hurts his leg. And Owen shows his sort of vicious side. That's another sort of thing that Owen had that Bret didn't, because Bret didn't want to hurt his brother. Well, Owen was more willing to do whatever it takes. He did want to hurt his brother and got under the skin of his brother as well throughout the entire time of this match. Really, this the whole match to me plays out almost like a short story, and each exchange these two people have are like a sentence in the story, and it's building. Each exchange shows just how equally matched these people are, trading advantage, back and forth throughout the entire time. It's really neck and neck, right up until the end. There's a little while where Owen's sort of, taking heat on Bret. Of course, he's got the advantage through that, but then towards the end, it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until, basically Owen puts himself at risk for the, Bret puts himself at risk with a victory roll. He doesn't think that Owen knows the counter to it, and Owen does. Bret took a risk, and Owen managed to counter it. Owen basically beat him at his own game in this, because the whole time Bret was trying to show that, I guess I would say Bret was trying to show him that taking risks was not the right way to go, and then as soon as Bret takes his, probably his second risk, because he does dive between the ropes, but Bret takes that one risk by going for the victory roll, which he doesn't think Owen knows the counter to, and bam, Owen's got him. And one thing I also have to mention about this match is the expression on Bret's face. It's perfect. It's, he's a little bit mad that he's lost, but mad's not the right word. He's a little bit disappointed that he lost, but he's also kind of happy that it was his brother beat the champ. His brother showed just how good he is to the whole world. So it's a little bit bittersweet, a little bit, he's a little bit sad that he's lost, but he's also happy that it was his brother that beat him. So I don't give out star ratings. I don't really believe in them. You know, Dave Meltzer is big on that, but when you look into the star ratings, you find out that it's kind of all, you know, hoopla. There's no system to it. It's just this match I really like, so it got 5 stars, and this one I didn't, so it got, you know, 1 star or whatever. If I did give out stars, I would give this one 5. I think it's probably the best example of 2 guys just going out and wrestling, exchanging holds, and building a story just by going back and forth. It's really like a dance. There's no props, no gimmicks. It's just 2 guys going out with nothing but their own bodies and telling a story by exchanging holds back and forth. I think it's probably pretty much a perfect match in my opinion, so I've got to give it, like I said, I don't give star ratings, but if I did, I'd give it 5 stars. Also, I am thinking that I may come up with my own system. I might run it by a few of my friends, particularly some of the guys that are in the industry that have gotten a lot farther than I did when I was wrestling. They know a lot about wrestling. I just like to get, oh, there's my phone. I'd like to get their feedback before I decide that system. I have a few ideas for some sort of categories, but I may just sort of say, you know, this is a top tier, this is a lower tier, this is a mid-tier match. Obviously this one's a top tier match. Let me know what you think. You know, that's the reason why I do these sort of videos, whether they're movie reviews or wrestling reviews. I want to hear and expand my own mind and create a conversation with people that are watching it. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and please subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more of these things, these wrestling commentaries. Thanks, and have a good day.